Welcome to No Smoke TV. Today we have a very special guest, Daryl, aka Dmack, the Bounty Hunter in the building. How you feeling today, my brother?
I'm good, sir. I'm good. How about you, man?
I'm blessed and highly favored, my brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me, man.
No problem. Thank you for stopping by the show. Where you from?
Cleveland, Ohio, man. Born and raised. 216.
Born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so growing up in Ohio, what got you into doing what you're doing today?
It's actually funny because it me getting fired from a job got me into this. It's crazy how things worked out. So I was working for a government job. I had been there 4 going on 5 years. Um, got fired from it, and honestly, I felt some serious type of way because it was one of them jobs that took a lot of your time. It wasn't a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And just when I got let go, I'm like, I never want to be put in that position again if I can avoid it. So honestly, I was looking for something to kind of help my skill set, if you will, as far as having been a Marine. I busted my chops in security. That's really, where I got my work from once I got out with security and safety. Tons of certifications, all of that, and here it is. I'm still looking for work. So, long story short, just one day, um, I forgot what I was watching. It could have been something popped up from Dog, which I knew was fake. And it was just like, let me look into this. And once I researched it, figure out what needs to be done in regards to the state to do it the right way and legally, I was like, this is the way to go for me. Once I made that decision, it was just a matter of, studying, taking the test that you have to take, getting some of the training you need to get, and then finding someone to latch on with that can show you the ropes and how to be out in the streets and whatnot.
So if you don't mind me asking, what government job was you working before this?
I don't want to. I don't want to put the name out there.
All right,
I
respect
don't want
that.
to put the name out there, but I will say this: uh, you were able to influence and impact youth, male and female, disadvantaged at that, from like the ages of 15, 16 to 24. Now, even though I was in the security safety aspect of it, um, I was able to touch everybody. You know what I'm saying? In regards to having a communication with them, whether good or bad. Fortunately, a lot of the times they seen me when it was just bad, but I still had that rapport with them because I had built it up when things were going good and it was not an issue. So I don't want to put the name out there. It's a good organization.
I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. So how long you been
Good.
doing? So how long you been bounty hunting for?
5 years. This
5 years.
yeah, it's actually 5 years. Going on 5 years, yes, sir.
And you love what you do?
I love it. I love it. I got lucky though. I tell anybody I got lucky that I was able to latch on with a company and a mentor, if you will, with Frank, that's willing to show you the ropes and bring you on. And I tell anybody, you get me in the door, I'll take care of the rest. If you get me the meeting, give me the meeting, I handle the rest. So yeah,
Gotcha.
I love it. It's stressful, time consuming at times, but I love it. I'm just gonna be real. As with anything else, I needed to catch on for me, like I needed to catch on. So you know what I'm saying. I could stop some of the other things I have to do, so I can do what I need to do.
So would you say being a bounty hunter is more dangerous than being a police officer? Because I see when you're a bounty hunter, you really have to like do your research. You get tips and stuff like that. You're really stalking the person out, like looking for
Right.
them. So would you say
Right.
your job is more dangerous than a police officer?
I don't know if I would say more dangerous, but definitely just as. And the reason I say that is because the things you laid out there. Um, we're basically stalking. And people nowadays, they quick to say, "You're not the police." You know what I'm saying? So, and my response to that is very simple. Do you think that makes it better or worse? We don't have to abide by
Yeah.
some of the rules the police officers have. We're regular people. Yes, we have arresting authority based on who we're going after, but just keeping it real, we still grown man dudes. You know what I'm saying? So this could come off like anyone else, and you'll see some of the people or some of the families and stuff while you out and about with regular people. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a uniform. We have a shield. We have our arresting authority. We have our protection from the state that you may bounty hunt in. And and that's why a lot of people, when they get in this, they realize they may not be able to do it because you got to constantly keep a cool head. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get challenged because you're not the police. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I would say it's just as dangerous. I would never say it's more dangerous because we're not out on the calls 24/7, this, that, and the third. But I think as far as the respect factor, it makes it a little bit more dangerous, not just as much as them.
Respect. Can you tell us about like a scary incident that you was in doing your job?
Well, I look at it different. I don't look at it scary.
No, I mean like somebody that's armed and.
Oh, I mean, just the guy we just caught. And forgive me because I delayed him, but the guy we just caught that was getting that he had the potential of getting deported. His name is because we move on so much, but literally we just dropped an episode about it maybe 2 episodes ago where dude ran through the yard, which we knew he was going to do. I wound up able to give him a little shoulder and knock him down. As soon as you knock him down, you see in his waist he had a pistol in there, so we tussling and everything on the ground. God, what is his name? It's gonna come back to me, but you never know what these guys have. So you want to try to get the drop on them, if just to put it in layman's terms. But yeah, stuff like that where here it is, you got 3 dudes on him, he's still fighting. We still ain't got the gun off of him for a moment because he's lifting his legs and turning and doing everything. So until we could actually get control of him and get the gun off of him, we got control of the situation. And then even after that, he wants to still try and run. You know what I'm saying? So that could have went so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Luckily, and this is why I say I'm lucky and I'm blessed with the squad that I really work with. No shots was fired. Nobody was hurt, including him. You know what I'm saying? Now, he could got a lot worse than what he got dealing with anyone else just because of all the scenarios he played into, from the running to having a gun on him to continue to fight. But where it is with us, once we got you under control and cuff, man, we're done with you. We understand, to a certain extent, you want to fight and everything. Yes, we get frustrated as well, but it's not personal with us. You know what I'm saying?
Did you say it's not personal? I wanted to ask you, do you ever feel sorry for anybody you catch? Like, you ever catch somebody that they got warrants, but you see that they like a good person, they just making some mistakes? Do you ever feel bad for people?
Absolutely. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll say 7 out of 10 people we catch, in some way, shape, fashion, form, I either I feel bad for them or I feel for them because they're not bad people. A lot of these people, they're not bad people. Yeah, they're more scared. But the majority of them, I said 7 out of 10. I'm gonna say 6. It's more than half. But a lot of these people, they know the system, they know the game, they know what they're doing. But even with that, once we catch them, it's a dead issue. They apologize. We really had a lot of people just say, my fault. I wasn't trying to have y'all come after me. But at that point, I was just like, I'm gonna ride it out. Their thing is we're gonna ride it out. We got to see it through, my guy. So, I can respect that. I'm not. You respect us, you get that. Then you have some, like we just had a guy who liked underage girls. I didn't feel sorry for him.
Nah, you don't feel sorry for those guys.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't talk to him one bit. He never denied it. Nothing like that. So no. Those the type I don't feel sorry for. We had a guy a while back doing all this capping despite us being respectful and challenging our guys, and then we get you. It's like, hey, do you want to go handle this? Going back to we're not the police. You came at my guy pretty personally. And then you don't want to do nothing. No apology, my fault, man. I was talking reckless. We've even had those. So it's just a case by case situation. I've had a young lady that literally is on my page, on my YouTube page. She wants one more hit before we take her in. Like literally, I have her in cuffs, and she's like, "Just can I get one more hit? You ain't got to see it, and then I'll go with you peacefully." And I'm like, "Lady, no." To me, that was it's funny, but it's sad. Like, lady, you're about to go to jail. The reason you're in jail and about to go back to jail is because of this situation here. And your only concern is to have one more hit. That's the stuff that you be like, man, I hope you get some help.
Nah, people like that need help. People like that need help, and you probably doing them a favor by catching them because they could get the help they need.
Absolutely, that's the thought process, and that's the hope anyway.
Do you ever turn down a bounty? Like, do you ever get like they give you a bounty and you be like, nah, I don't want that?
Yes. Something on the paperwork. It's something on the paperwork. Sometimes when let's say I get reached out to, and the guy say, "Hey, I got Joe Blow. We bonded him out. He skipped on us. This is the information." And I go and I say, well, let me look at it. Give me a few moments. I'll hit you back, and I might go check his criminal history or whatever. And dude always skip court. This dude is always resisting, or this dude is the real deal type of deal. I might make a couple phone calls or whatever, and just be like, nah, I don't have the people to play. I mean, we've had one guy, not the one guy that's ever gotten away from me personally. The ATF wound up getting him. And I literally, in the middle of it, had to tell the guy, I can't put my guys through this too much. And I told him the reason, this dude's real. We don't have any firepower, let alone personnel. You know what I'm saying? So, we try to be smart about it. Sometimes you don't know how serious it is until you get into it, and you kind of like, all right, we need more people. We got to do this. We're in it. We got them kind of narrowed down. Is everybody be on your P's and Q's? And those usually works out. We've had a few of those. Those work out.
So the ones you usually go for is like the drug addiction people, like the people skipping court with warrants, and you don't really go for like the dangerous criminals because you try to look out for your team.
Absolutely. But more importantly, you got to understand that a lot of the people we're going after, one of us or someone within the company may have written a bond and got them out of jail. So now we're protecting the money. We have no choice but to go after it. You know what I'm saying? We're protecting that money. Now, where me and my guy Floyd, and sometimes even with Frank, we're also independent contractors. So we can pick and choose the ones we're going to take. And a lot of times it has more to do with the person that's looking to hire us more so than the criminal himself.
Gotcha.
As blessed as I've been, this is a still cash business, if you will, to a lot of extent, still money involved, still grimy, in a lot of ways. But you'll have those every once in a while. You're just like, nah, I can't mess with dude. Or, it's not gonna work.
And I'm glad you brought that up about the money. They're contracts, right? You get contracts?
Yes, sir.
How the contracts? They're great?
The
money. I'm not gonna ask you how much you get, but is it?
No. See, with that as an independent contract, you can almost name your own price. There's usually a standard fee, and again, every state is different. So you understand the standard fee once you get into business, in the real end of the business. You start talking to people and realizing what's going on and how you should maneuver. On some people, I charge more. On some people, because I do a lot of business with them or whatnot, I charge less. So it's just you're truly your own business. You're truly your own contractor, and you can make it work to your favor. With me, I'm not going to say just starting out, but with me just getting a name now, I kind of walk a standard with some of the people that I normally work with here, and then some others I might have to, depending on the parameters. We got to drive you out of state to meet up with the person you handle because you may have gotten arrested somewhere else and you skipped up here. That's a different price You know, especially with gas the way it is right now. So that's a different price. And you know, if the guy around the corner that hires me, hey, this is what we can do. You know, so it's really upon you and your experience, your name, and what it is you're comfortable with doing that's going to come. Because if they turn themselves in, you asked out.
You ain't getting nothing.
Zero.
So you try to catch them before that.
All that, or at least have them work with you, and y'all can walk in and do the paperwork together, and you can still cover yourself. And that's why we kind of be cool with people. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways you can approach and do this job that you know you just got to find out what works for you.
And you seem like a cool cat, like a down to earth, like growing up. Do your friends like look at you a certain way for being a bounty hunter? Could I listen? I know we all grew up and we got our friends. Does your friends look at you? Does your friends look at you a certain way because you're a bounty hunter? Do you get backlash sometimes?
Sometimes. But here's the craziness. You know, I was in the Marine Corps. A lot of my people, they be like, oh yeah, that fits you. Yeah, they fit. You know, that's you all day. You know, the guys that grew, there's like, what took you so long? You know, like that's it. I don't. Here's the thing. I don't really push it on a lot of my people, but yeah, I know. I gotta reach out to them on this or that, and you know, you know the vibe, you know the energy. I'm cool with that. You know, and listen, it is what it is. Somebody's not gonna like you or like what you do, mainly because it's probably you. It ain't probably got anything to do with the bounty business itself. It's you, you know, or you know, they wish they could have got into it or whatever. You can't worry about that. You got to go with what you think you can do and what's going to benefit you and please you, and that's what I focus on. But absolutely. Whether you think I know or don't, I feel the vibes. I feel the vibe.
It's the energy. You feel the energy. The energy always on.
Absolutely. And it's cool. Like, it's not going to change me. You know, it's not going to change how I interact with you or anything like that. But, you know, I peep. If you pay attention, silence is loud.
As you get older, you find your tribe anyway. As you get older. So
absolutely.
So let's talk about your show that you have.
Yes, sir.
When you catch people, because I was watching your show, when you catch people, do they say anything about you recording them?
Yes, sometimes. But again, here's the deal. One party state here in Ohio, I approve. Number one. Number two, it's a protection. You'll be shocked on how the camera, even the body cam being on, has prevented, you know, he say, she say, or yeah, they did this or that, or they did do this or that, and it's like, no, we have it recorded. You know, it's come in handy with the courts and with the people. And usually, if it's not the defendant or anything, nothing serious, and they ain't out, we're respectful of who we have on camera and who we don't put on camera. So, but yes, people say it, and after a while, they see me not. I like to say showing out for the camera. You know, people, you know, they see the light and all. Now we're gonna do that. We get that more towards us than anything. But once they see, I guess we're cool. We're not falling into it. We're not giving you the same energy you trying to give us to kind of ease back and chill.
So, what made you start the show? Cause I see you have like a nice team with you. What made you start the show?
Well, yeah. So the show actually, I got started with Bounty Hunter. You know, that's the big show. I'm like a little. What's that write off of it, if you will. But what happened was when I decided to get into business, and I knew then I needed a mentor. I needed someone that, you know, at least somewhat looked like me and would act like the way I would want to act. You know, some of these guys, they on that gung ho off rip, want to get these guys kicking in doors first. We doing okay, now that don't work. Now what's got with Frank, got with Bounty Tank. First couple times, he loved the way I moved. He seen I had some type of military experience, and I was able to think quick on my feet. So I started going with him more and more and more and more. And honestly, I kind of got just bit by the bug. And I went to him. You know, this is why I say I'll be blessed. I've been blessed because I went to him. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about doing a channel similar like yours, obviously on a smaller scale, but We're missing stuff in Cleveland. We're missing some stuff that, we do a lot of Akron, Canton, and Youngstown and Toledo. We're missing stuff, Cleveland, East Cleveland, and, the, I don't say the grimy parts of Cleveland, but, some of the good stuff where it's just me and my guy or whatever. He signed off on it. And here's how I set some stuff up. Here's how you do that and third. And did it early part, stopped, and then we rebooted it earlier this year with a couple months. The main thing for me is having a cameraman. Everybody can't do that camera.
He's scared. He's scared.
Either that or all of a sudden you sitting there, you're not recording, and there you go, we gotta go, and the cameraman missed all the footage. You know what I'm saying? So I can't use that. So just getting bit by the bug, seeing that it was actually a market for this. I'm 47 years old. I really until I got into it, I didn't know the market that was available on YouTube, especially doing the work we do. So it really became a business decision to help build my brand, along with the fact that I'm already on a way bigger show with the Bounty Tank show doing that. So honestly, it was just never my intention to come in and have my own channel. It was more of, let me get into business. Oh, wait, okay, I'm in the business. I'm with this dude, and we recording all the time. So I'm in the business. I'm getting some love. This may be able to work, so. And I'm at that age, that point, hey, roll the dice. What's the worst he's going to do? Not work?
You never know. You could be the next I know you used to watch that show, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Totally fake. Absolutely.
What happened?
Totally fake, but absolutely.
You said fake?
Dog the Bounty Hunter is way fake. Absolutely.
He was fake?
Absolutely.
What makes you say that?
I don't have to. It's not a makes it. If you look, how you want to have a video camera and a camera in every place you catch? You're on the island. He's in Hawaii. He was a fella. He couldn't even leave the state of Hawaii. So, of course, they're going to get caught. They're right there. At some point, you're going to get them. Everything was planned. Dog the Bounty Hunter, Patty Mayo, those are fake. Patty Mayo, my understanding is, when he first started, he wasn't even a real monster. He was perpetrating the fraud. Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference. Dog the Bounty Hunter and Patty Mayo, those are fake. Those were literally set up, captures, whatever. Whereas us, you can go to the courts, look in the docket, pull up Joe Blow's name. You'll see our company or one of our names or one of our companies that may have botted them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's documented with the court. You'll never find none of that stuff there.
Wow. But he's a real bounty hunter, though. Dog Bounty, he's a real bounty hunter, but everything was set up.
Yes. That's my understanding with him personally. The show itself, I know the show was fake. That's right. Yeah, that was a totally, I don't want to say Hollywood scripted, but, he took what he do and was able to get the connection where he can do it to make it a show. The difference is that was not authentic. With the Bounty Tank show, with mine, real people. You're getting real reactions, real cuss outs, real fuck yous, real get the fuck out my properties, all that reaction and all of that is real. And I think that's what's setting us apart right now.
That's what people want, the real.
Right.
Oh, wow. I just learned something. I didn't know that. I always thought Dog the Bounty Hunter was like real situations. I didn't know it was like set up.
No.
Well, you would know more because you in the business.
Right, when you go back to watching now,
I am. So we was talking before this, and I want to give you your flowers because you say you coach young children. You're a coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
For the youth, right?
No, it was high school. Coach high school.
That's the youth. That's the youth.
Yeah. They youth. We call them our young man. I'm able to be blessed to coach at my alma mater here in Cleveland, and been doing that for the past 4 years. Prior to that, I did start off in youth. Didn't start. I actually, years ago, started off in high school, left the high school, went to true youth, 7 through 12-year-olds. Did that for about 4 years. A parent and a friend of mine Loved the way I dealt with them, had them, got me an opportunity at another high school in Cleveland. I'm not gonna say no names. Um, did 3 years, 4 years there. Took off. Been doing this. Got to this. A buddy of mine that I graduated and played with, became the head coach. And hey, I need you on the staff. The rest is history. So yeah.
So do you mentor the kids too while you coach them?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like big brother.
Yeah. You know, and they know what I do. They watch. You know, I don't hide anything from them. I keep it totally 100 with them. You know, but I have to mentor them. There's no coach worth a grain of salt is not going to mentor the youth kids they're coaching up, because you can't have one without the other. And I learned that early on in my coaching by my college coach, actually, who was Sam Tergiano. And the one thing he said that stuck with me over the years is kids don't care how much you know until you show how much you care about them off the field as a person. You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to get the most of them on the field, I got to talk to them and be, like you said, big bruh off the field, so they can know, all right, he ain't just worried about me, what I can provide for him as a football player. No, I need you to go out here and be a productive male, you know. I just spoke to the team about emotional decisions.
No, that's respect. Because a lot. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, you probably going to say the same thing. A lot of people I have to take back. They're in this situation that they're in because of an emotional decision they made that they can't bounce back from, right? You know, so yeah, no, definitely got to mentor, and that's the problem, especially in our community. It's not enough mentors, not enough.
It's not enough mentors. It's like in our community, it's only people trying to be cool. You know, that word clout and everything. There's not enough mentors that telling these kids what not to do, what's wrong, and how to move. So respect to you. And you coach bounty hunters too, right? You train bounty hunters?
Well, my man Floyd, he has a firearms class. We're not really training any bounty hunters. We're kind of point them in the direction to go.
Gotcha.
For me personally, I look at it as, yeah, I've been doing it a nice amount of time, and I picked up on a lot of stuff, and I feel like I'm a very smart hunter. But then you got Frank, you know, Bounty Tank, he's been in it 11, 12 years. He will be way more qualified to train and teach than I would. I still learn. You know, I still learn on every hunt. I look at how would I handle it, and then we'll get done, and I'll be like, hey, what if we would have did A, B, and C? And then Frank can say something like, no, this would have happened, or what about if this, that, and the third? All right, cool. I feel you. Why are we doing this? I'm still learning. You know, so I look at it as I'm in no position to teach anybody out.
Gotcha. I seen something in your social media about you training bounty hunters. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, no, you probably seen a repost of a buddy of mine and stuff like that. And, you know, I try to give everybody the business. You know, you mess with me, you show me love. I'm going to definitely do the same for you.
Cool. So where can people watch your show? YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on two of them. We actually got my personal channel, which is Dmack Bounties on YouTube. My IG, Twitter is all the same, Dmack Bounty. But the main show you're gonna catch me on is the Bounty Tank Show. All one word. Follow Bounty Tank on IG, Twitter, and YouTube. I promise you, we got like I think 4 seasons worth of stuff, hundreds of episodes. You'll see me even when my beard was black years ago, you know, when I had the full black beard. So I think if people were to tune into that, I think they'll see the offspring of everything. They'll catch mine and his and see how it really would work. And I think they'll be entertained. There's no way he should not be up to almost 1 million subscribers, and there's no way I should not be up to like 500,000. Like, come on, people. Everybody's watching you.
He's giving you the real. He's giving you the real. That's why I'm here with him right now. I was watching. I'm like,
yeah, I appreciate it. You know, and they get to see the like with our team on Bounty Tank. Like I'll tell anybody, we got Bounty Tank. Yeah, dude. Okay, so he's got to kind of straight on that line, if you will, of being a hard ass and hey, we got to negotiate. And you see I call him my little brother Floyd. You watch the show, everybody know Floyd. Floyd, the one coming with the AR. We be about smoke from jump, and we ain't on no trash. Me, I got to kind of play both. Bless. Me and him I gotta play both, Make sure the head guy's cool, make sure my little brother ain't on no trash. He's covered and safe. And 3 different personalities and everything on there that kind of mesh together great. I think everybody would, and I have to shout out the cameraman, because the cameraman been with us for a minute. He even gets involved every once in a while. It's just
what you mean he gets involved? He helps you guys sometimes?
Sometimes he has to. Yeah, and it just be 1 or 2 of us, and this dude is really giving us a problem. Sometimes he has to do. All of us carry. It's almost a pretty much all black squad. We all carry. We all have different personalities, and you'll be shocked that sometimes we get tested. It's kind of like, hey, just because it's 1 of us or 2 of us, don't think he ain't gonna put the camera down. Whoa. But everybody remains professional until we can no longer remain professional. And me personally, having been through the rah-rah and all that, I love it.
And he does have a dope team, man. They all minorities. So that's what sticks out to me too. So when they catch people, I know people be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that goes both ways. We get the respect, because of the fact we are all minorities, and we treat you with respect. That's the thing. I tell people, my mother probably looked like your mother, in a way of, I understand. I get. I'm not going to talk to people's mother, whether they look like my mother or not, certain ways. But I've been on the other side of the business too, and I've been with some people that just because, you think you can talk to this person, I have to tell, hey man, why are we talking to her like that? You ain't got to talk to her like that. It's a whole nother conversation you can have, another tone, So, and then you got some that's like, oh, y'all fucking sellouts, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, well, where we at when we got you out of jail? When we took custody of you and got you out of jail, were we a sellout then? No, we was like, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Just give us the same respect that we're giving you. And nobody talking reckless or anything like that. But yeah, it's one of those that, hey, it's a blessing and a curse, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And people got to respect it because they will say something about you, but it's good to have people that look like us doing what you're doing because you don't want everybody looking a certain way being a bounty hunter. It's good to have it mixed up and people like you doing what you do. People have to respect it because, like you said, when you catch people, they feel a little more comfortable. You could talk to them like, listen, my mother looks like your mother. I understand what you're going through. Don't be scared, but listen, you messed up. I'm going to take you in safely. You don't have to worry about getting shot, none of that.
Exactly. And that's really the mood and the mantra we're on. And a lot of people, and I'll be the first one to say it, over the years, it shocked me on how much people have respected it and responded to that. And it's like, hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for keeping my son safe. And he needed to turn himself in or he needed to get called. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I know they feel more comfortable being caught by a guy like you.
I would hope so.
Because they like. So
no, go ahead.
Now I was gonna say before we leave, do you want to leave any gems for the people? Because I'm all about gems for the youth.
Oh, hey, listen, just attitude and effort. Kind of tell our people every day, no matter what you're going in, have a positive attitude and give the effort that's needed to get your dreams and goals accomplished. Love and respect those around you. And just, hey, live your life. People is going to have something to say about what you do or how you do it, regardless. So as long as you going with the, people ask me, well, ones that don't like, how you sleep with yourself at night? Peacefully. And why I sleep with myself peacefully is because I come with good intentions on doing my job. Not looking to go extra, not looking to, rah-rah and all of that. Now, that being said, I'm not opposed to it. Still a grown man. But go after what you got to go after. Hey, the world ain't stopping for nobody, bro. You got to go out and get what you got to go get the best way you know how to go about it the right way and have a good attitude, have great effort, and love. Love what you're doing. If you don't love what you're doing, find something that you do.
Exactly. And that's a nice gem for you young kids. Don't let nobody discourage you from what you're doing, what you want to do. And
Not
especially,
even your parents.
hmm?
Not even your not even your parents. Not even your parents. You know, because sometimes we as parents we put our fears or what we felt we couldn't do at their age onto our children. And you know, I've seen that a lot. You know, just don't know. Even your parents, respect them. Ultimately, it's gonna be your life that you gotta live. So continue on.
Yeah, you're right. It's about the parents too. Cause I remember me being a little kid. My mom was like, "You ain't becoming no cop. You ain't joining
Right,
no army."
right, right. You know, certain things. Here's the craziness. I told my kids I don't want them in the military. You know, and here it is. I'm a Marine. Love my Marine Corps. But I felt like I did that enough and did it. Now y'all don't have to do it. I'm telling you what the experiences are. Now, if my kids get of age and they decide, hey, that's what they want to do, all right, I gotta respect you. Now let me tell you how to maneuver through this as best as I can tell you and go on about your business, enjoy your life, enjoy your experience. But yeah, ultimately, still gotta do what you want to do.
Sure,
Still gotta
everybody
do
got their own life, and I learned that as I got older. You do what you want to do that fits for your life. Everybody likes to project what's going on in their life onto you. So once you
right.
get smart enough and you start living your life for you, you get more happier and things start getting more blessings coming your way. And
Hey, that's the hope. And that's the process.
well, thank you for stopping by the show.
Hey,
It's
man, no
Dmack
problem.
the Bounty Hunter. Y'all go catch his show. It's real. It's not like Dog the Bounty Hunter, because now I'm gonna go watch the Dog the Bounty Hunter and see how fake it was.
Yeah, you gonna start peeping little small things. I never paid attention to that before. You know what? He right. How they got a camera in the kitchen already? He's coming through the door, like stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
Dmac Bounty, man. IG, YouTube. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you stopping by the show.